What's going on, everybody? This is AJ Batista, and you're listening to another episode of the Bomcast. I'm joined by my usual co-hosts, Mike Morano and Patrick O'Chang. The Rangers beat Tampa in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals and shut Matthew Watling up. Johnny Depp won in his defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard. And it's the Celtics and the Warriors in the NBA Finals. What's going on in Newburgh and what's going down in DC? How are you fellas?
Pat, you can go first.
Nothing much, I guess. It's funny. We've seen each other in person more recently than we've done this. So
I know this is the first podcast in 5 weeks.
Something like. But yeah,
everything's
all right. It's raining today. It's not 90 degrees anymore. It's nice.
I go through different routine changes every 3 weeks, so it changes nonstop. Like I've been waking up at 4 o'clock recently, like 4 o'clock, and it sucks
In the afternoon.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, you're working overnights.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was done with that. I thought the Walmart phase was over, and it's not technically. But it's better. I've been trying to get on the melatonin grind. I woke up at 10 o'clock today, like in the morning.
It's pretty good. Normal time.
I've been up ever since. I feel good. I probably got to take a nap because I have to work tonight, but it's all right. It's been cool. Driving in DC at like 3:30 in the morning is so fun.
Because it's just you and all the homeless people.
Never know what's gonna happen out there. So it's kind of fun.
How's the melatonin treating you?
It's nice to get back on the grind a bit because
that was a fun time when I was
at least it's not NyQuil.
I had ZQuil. So when I go to Walgreens, I would go and get ZQuil. It's cheaper. It doesn't work as well in my opinion. But melatonin, dude, is expensive. I paid $15 for a small little jar of it.
Really?
That's why I never bought it. I would just take Mike's.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's certain things that like I won't pay attention to the price. I'll just buy it, and melatonin is one of those things.
Do you think it works?
Yeah. It doesn't work. I mean, it'll work, but not just to put me to bed. When I wake up, I feel good.
Okay.
That's why I take it, because
it's worth it.
Because I'll wake every day. I wake up at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It's just that I fall back asleep, and then I don't wake up till 3, 4. This made me get up, and like I'm up. So
right.
I feel good. I feel awesome.
I was getting a haircut yesterday, and I walked in. My barber was grilling chicken in the barbershop. He's making chicken and bacon. Chicken cutlets. I take it back. It wasn't grilling. He was making chicken cutlets. He was frying chicken.
Yeah, why? Why is he frying chicken where you're dealing with hair instruments and shit?
I'll be
There's just
honest.
gonna be grease all in the clippers and shit, bro.
But
not hair grease, but chicken grease.
Since it's in New York, they could classify as, that's just New York, man.
Yo, look at my bodega, got a barbershop in it, bro.
It's not New York unless they break every fucking health code violation ever in fucking humanity, dude. That's New York culture.
Nah, that's the fucking barbershop rap, bro. It's all good. Yo, he's spam.
I'll be honest, this isn't even the second time that I've walked in and he's been grilling.
You've told us this multiple times.
I was sausage, fish, and now chicken. He also made right before I got there. The place smelled amazing because he was cooking, which is all like garlic and onion. So it just smelled amazing. It's an Israeli dish, like egg, like sharshuka, I think how you pronounce it. It's like an egg.
I'll take your word for it.
Tomato dish. It smelled delicious. One of the guys from the grocery store in the same shopping center came by, picked up a plate, and left. He still has the dog and 3 cats in the barbershop. The guy lives. The guy. It is a time when you go there to get your haircut.
AJ, I really do hope that you move out of Long Island very soon. Like, and not even just like I hope it's because like a career move they get to move. I just hope like you just find in your heart to move out of Long Island at some point, because it sounds awful.
I'd still like, if I move into the city, let's say I do like the average 23-year-old white dude thing and move to like Murray Hill in the city or Kips Bay, I'd still come back to Long Island.
Take improv classes.
Yeah, I'd still come back to Long Island to get my haircut from this guy. I love him. He's been cutting my hair for like 16 years.
No, and I get that.
love him too much.
I get that. When I was living in Staten Island, like I got my haircut by the same person my whole life, my entire life. I think there was like a year where I felt insecure about getting my haircut at a salon. So I went to like a douchebag barbershop and I felt like that was a little bit more acceptable. And then I was like, wait, this guy sucks. So I was like, no.
There were 2 phases in my life where I had to go to salon, and it was the 2 times I tried to grow out my hair long because the barber, he just couldn't do it. He would just constantly cut my hair too short for when I was trying to grow long. Didn't work. So I always had to just go back to the barber. But I would, wherever I move, I would come back to Long Island for the haircut.
Sometimes barbers like do take it personally if you leave them.
Yeah.
I went to so I skipped out on the salon. I was like probably a senior in high school, and I got a little insecure that like I was getting my hair cut at a salon. It happened. And then I went to my friend had a buddy who cut his hair that I went to, and he sucked. I still see him all the time. He has no idea anytime I go back to Staten Island, I see him and he has no idea who I am. So that's fine. But like when I went back to the salon, my mom was like, did she ever ask you like where you've been for the past month or 2? And I'm like, no, why would she? And she's like, well, your hair just didn't grow short.
Yeah.
Like, why would she care? And apparently it was a big thing.
Even like, barbers do take it personally because like even though you only see them maybe once a month, once every 2 months, like you're seeing them only a handful times a year. It's like you build a relationship. There's a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Like even when we moved to Long Island, my dad would still go back to the Bronx for the first few years we lived here to get his haircut. Then eventually he just started going to a place out here just because it was just too much to do. But for the first few years we lived out here, he would go back I would go with him. He would go back to the Bronx for his haircut.
I mean, it makes sense because you're giving this guy like $20 to $30, and you're basically trusting them with your life. Because a bad haircut, like my last haircut, I almost like had a conniption over it. It was that bad. I didn't want to go to Oswego. It was that bad.
Nothing is worse.
I'm scared to get another one.
Yeah, but Pat,
your hair looked fine though when we were in Oswego.
Yeah, I know it looked fine to you guys. It's not the way I wanted it.
No,
I understand that.
I really didn't like it. I hated it.
Thank you, Mike.
But Pat, there's a, not to sound like an asshole, but me and AJ kind of have a little upper hand in the hair cutting race, because if we leave the barbershop and our hair isn't what we like,
you put a hat on.
No, not even a hat. No, you can wear a hat too, Pat.
Yeah, I don't look good with hats on.
We can, like, I don't know if AJ does. Like, if I don't like my haircut at first, I take a shower and I shampoo it, and it looks different. Like, it looks different. It looks better.
Yeah, I get that. It like resets.
It resets almost.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, because we just have long, thin hair. Well, I wouldn't say thin, but AJ's been on those Hims. He looks good.
Yeah, the hair pills. Yeah, it's great. 1 year.
Hims are hair pills?
No, I'm on finasteride, but I think I
thought Hims was dick pills.
No, that's Roman.
That's Roman swipe. I know that's a swipe, not a pill. I don't know.
I don't know.
We're not big enough that.
I don't know. These are just YouTube advertisers. But it is hair loss. No, it's for both. It's both ED and hair loss.
Oh,
the more you know.
interesting.
It's probably just like a testosterone.
If you're balding and you can't get hard, bro, Hims.com.
Hims.
Codes. What's this podcast code? Code BOMBS for 15% off.
Oh, no.
No, why? It's Batista, Ochang, and Morano. Why would that be weird?
How great was it last night watching the Rangers beat Tampa? Dude. And also prove Matthew Ryan Watling wrong.
Me and Mike were on Fortnite while this is happening. And, Mike went on a 15-minute rant about how he hates Rangers fans. So I
don't like Rangers fans. I think they're the worst hype. Me and my dad have had this tradition since I was probably a freshman in high school where we hate the Rangers without a doubt. My dad worked in the city for all of his life. He deals with Rangers fans all the time. I have to deal with you guys, so it's like the same thing.
You guys.
And we watch every Ranger game in the playoffs, every single Ranger game, and we are biggest fans of the teams that they're playing.
That's
so like my dad knows shit about hockey, knows nothing. He took my brother to one Devils game one time in like 2002, and that was it. He recited the entire roster within a day of the Rangers playing anybody. So like when the Rangers made their cup appearance, my dad knew everything about the Montreal Canadiens, everything about the Carolina Hurricane, like knew everybody, the lines, new hockey term. Like he studies this. Like this is what he does. Like this is where I get my hating like ability from.
Yeah, that's amazing though.
That's amazing.
Hatred.
That's such a respectable. That's such a respectable way to hate. If you put in work for your hate, that's amazing. That's great.
How do you like? That's
you can't do anything but respect it. Like you have to just. That is amazing.
He's talking about like how back then the Capitals third line was like awesome. Like how the fuck do you know what you're like? You know what you're talking about? He does. That's the crazy part.
That's great. You can't not respect that level of hating. That is amazing.
So I do miss that when I'm, obviously living by myself now. I have to watch it alone, and it kind of sucks. But like, so I wish I was go visiting down. I wish the Hurricanes would have made it through, because I definitely would have taken them to a Hurricanes game.
How close is that to you? What, Raleigh? How close is that?
Raleigh. I'm sure it's like a 3-4 hour drive.
It's definitely halfway between like Hilton Head and DC, I would say. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to drive through the entire Virginia.
Well, no, I would probably visit them. I probably would have like a visiting trip, go down with them, and then drive up to Raleigh or whatever. But I would have done it.
But yeah, I agree. I was listening to the Michael K show yesterday. I did agree with him a little bit. Like he was saying how he thought the Rangers were going to lose this game because they were just going to be so tired. Like the Lightning have had 9 or 10 days off before last night, before the series started. So they were pretty, refreshed, if not mostly refreshed. The Rangers were coming off
the rhythm. The rhythm is like the biggest thing, is you get out of it, and you're also starting a big 9-day rest, and you're starting it in New York
on the road. Yeah.
It's kind of it doesn't matter if you're back-to-back Cup champs. First of all, they won one in a bubble, so they won they won one in a bubble, then they won one against the Eastern Conference team. Don't forget that. Exactly, but also what I'm saying is also in the Stanley Cup they had barely any fans in Montreal. Like again, it was.
I don't think they had any fans in Montreal.
I think they had some.
Maybe.
Might have just been like a handful, maybe like
very little
people. But like again, the Lightning aren't used to that still. Technically, they played. Their biggest challenge up to this point was facing the Maple Leafs, because Florida, everyone's just rooting for Tampa anyway.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, and I don't like though when people try to say the Rangers aren't good. The Rangers are a very good team.
They're amazing. They're great.
I was saying that last night. They have the best goalie in hockey. They have one of the best wings in hockey, and they have the guy who won best defenseman last year. So you can't say, "Oh, they're so young and this is great." They are very good. They have 3 top 20 players.
I'm saying that
just off that.
Try to discredit them,
and
I say that for people who are trying to say that they're underdogs in this. They're a very good team. That's it.
I would say they're underdogs in the sense
compared to Tampa. They're on
I'm not trying to say champion, but that's it. I'm not trying to say like, oh, they should be here. It's expected, but I'm saying like you could put respect in their name and still clear on their downfall. They had
a better regular season than Tampa.
They beat Tampa like 3 times this season.
They're undefeated against Tampa the entire year so far.
Yeah,
they're 3-0. So Tyler, our good friend Tyler, dropped $800 to go to the game.
Wow.
Law enforcement discount.
Where's he sitting?
He was sitting probably in the nose. So to say.
He was deep. He was pretty far back.
He was pretty far back. But again, he said
it's all about the vibes.
Told me it was the best experience he's ever had.
Oh, that's great.
He said,
"Catch me in City Field for the wild card game."
Dude, I'm paying. That's what I said. Like, I feel like with our age, with like the little responsibility that we have, besides me and my cable bill, I feel like we should be able to drop probably an absurd amount of money to go to a playoff game. Like, we have to at least once.
I agree.
See, I would maybe, but maybe not the Garden. The Garden, because the Garden is just different. Because
well, Pat,
the Garden's nasty. The Knicks will never make playoffs.
I don't know.
So okay. Well, I'm talking about the Knicks as well. You don't have to be a dickhead, all right? They were in the playoffs last year. All right, and they didn't get swept like some team. But City Field, I feel like that's like it'll be expensive, but it won't be $800.
It'll be expensive, but
this is in the World Series.
Well, Tyler paid $800 for 2 tickets because he paid for his dad.
Oh, okay.
He said
you have to buy 2 tickets. That's how it works, right? He
said it was $375. He said it was $375 a ticket, but he said the service fees bumped it up to basically over $400.
Service fees are a killer. You could pay an extra $50 in service fees alone. It's insane.
Awful.
I just want to Joel UBS. Gosh.
Some pastimes I like to do is look up like Nationals games and like Orioles games, see how like cheap I can get tickets. And like sometimes I splurge and I go in the $40 a seat category, and like the fucking service fees push it up so much.
It's crazy. Like I paid.
You'll be right next to Aldi Rushman, bro, for that $50 service.
Same, bro. I'd be roommates with Aldi Rushman.
Like when I paid when I paid the tickets when I went to that Yankee Red Sox game in April. Now, granted, it was Yankee Red Sox. We were in like the third to last row, all the way up behind home plate. The tickets were like $105 after service fees. It was crazy.
Was that like opening week though?
It was. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was their first weekend at home. So that is too. But the third to last row in the upper deck behind home plate, it should be $100. It's crazy.
Wait, the Mets on the road for fucking 20 games? Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. The West Coast trip is coming up.
Speaking of the Mets, I mean, the NL East, I know, isn't supposed to be great to begin with, but they are.
That's not true. That is not true. They had 3 teams that people thought were good. The World Series champions, the Phillies.
Okay. For them. But they're still above and beyond. They're like 10 or 11 games above in first place. Like, they're amazing, the Mets. Good for them. But you got June. We're in June now. It's June 2nd at the time of this recording. So we'll see how that goes.
You know, Pete Alonso and
I hate to break this up a little bit. The Portland Trailblazers have been for sale this entire time.
No, I think when the guy died who owned them, it's just been the family, but they haven't really like.
Nike founder Phil Knight and Dodgers co-owner Alan Samosley submit a $2 billion offer to buy the Blazers.
$2 billion, wow.
Well, the Blazers suck, so I mean,
they'll be suck now. Dame's coming back. He's not gonna run from McGrath.
No, I know.
They'll be a playing team next year, Mike. They don't suck.
Like in Portland, Oregon. I don't know.
Yeah, but Nike's in Portland, Oregon, so like.
Beaverton.
Beaverton.
No,
it's close by.
There's a bunch of Nike stores, not just in Portland, Oregon, Pat.
No, that's where the headquarters is, dickhead.
Isn't Adidas in Oregon?
Adidas is in Portland.
Adidas is in Newburgh.
No, it's in Woodbury. All right.
We
don't have anything in Newburgh.
Okay. Can we move to the next big topic here? Because I'm very angry.
Which is what?
I'm so pissed off about this. But last point though, I mean the Mets are very good.
Yes.
They're doing this without their 2 best players. I don't like when people like, dude, when DeGrom and Scherzer come back, like it's gonna be like 2 deadline
free agent signs. It's like, no, they're not.
I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. It gets me so angry when people say that because it's the same bullshit. So they look good. I also don't like that both the Yankees and Mets are good, because now I have to hear, like when the 2 New York teams are good, like baseball is just better. You know, this is how you bring baseball back, is having the 2. Yeah, I know. They didn't put in the script last year, dickhead.
Yeah. No, but the Subway Series talk is already. I've heard it a few times.
That needs to die in a fire.
I've heard it
winning the fucking AL, bro.
Everything about the Subway Series.
Stanton's will get hurt by August. Let's relax. No offense.
No, I can't.
I'm not praying.
He's already out. He's
already out. Exactly.
Something with his calf.
You know,
something with his calf.
The Mets have won a lot of the series the past couple years. I think they won the series last year 4-2. I think they may have won in 2020.
They did win in 2019. 2020, I should say. They won in
2020 because
they walked them off at Yankee Stadium
in 7 innings. Very weird, but
shout out Rosario.
But it gets me mad because like it's just gonna be so toxic, and I can't deal with it. Like if my biggest fear is a Mets Yankees World Series. It's my biggest fear of all time. It'll be horrible. It'll be toxic.
I'd have fun.
I probably
like it.
I would know.
Mike wouldn't talk to us for 3 weeks
at all. We wouldn't hear. Mike would have to become.
It would just be me talking to you 3, trying to fucking defend myself. Mike just.
You guys, if the Mets are in the playoffs, regardless, like you're not going to hear me while they play. It's just not going to happen. But you'll hear me after the game. If it's the Mets and Yankees, I'm shutting off my phone. I'm not talking for a month.
It's almost better off that you're down in DC if we get a Subway Series, because you're gonna just have to become a hermit. Like
my lease is up in mid-October.
Oh shit!
The Mets are get eliminated from the playoffs.
It's just in time for me to go to New York during that time and just fucking go crazy.
Mike, I thought you were retired of Dodgers hat. What happened?
What? Because I get self-conscious about my new hat that I got. I'll show you guys. Get self-conscious about it. Whatever.
Mike goes, I got a new hat. I can retire the Dodgers hat. Now he's not even wearing it.
Because I wore it yesterday. This is the hat. So whenever I get a new hat, I get new hat anxiety, where I feel like I look like an idiot with it on. AJ, how would you rate this?
It's a little rough.
Okay.
It's the color.
Right. It's the color.
Light
it doesn't
blue.
go with the it does not go with the shirt. You know, I think you have to wear it with a certain.
That's what I have.
It's light. Yeah, we're not used to you wearing light color.
Yeah,
dark
it's the light blue.
Also, that pin on the top kind of looks goofy.
Oh, fuck you guys! It's fucking itchy and scratchy.
Yeah, I know, but it just looked. The placement of it looked weird.
So I've had it on this hat for the longest time.
Yeah, but you didn't put it like above it. You put it. I don't know. Why are both the Mets and Yankees games like in the middle of the week this year? That's stupid as well.
They're both like 2-game series.
Yeah, it's Wednesday and Thursday.
So I have new hat anxiety anytime I get a new hat because I just feel like it doesn't. I have clothes that'll match this. Okay, I'll have you guys know I started dressing like an adult a little bit more.
What does that mean? You stopped wearing
shorts? I bought khaki shorts. I have 2 pairs of khaki shorts now.
You don't need to buy khaki shorts. You just buy those ones that look like khaki shorts from H&M for like $10.
These were fucking cheaper.
From where?
Old Navy.
Oh God, I refuse to shop at Old Navy.
No, Old Navy's good for some things.
I refuse. Yeah, some things. Yeah, I just refuse. H&M all the way. I'm gonna buy a flower shirt tomorrow.
Yeah, but buy a vegetable shirt tomorrow, Pat.
All right, fuck it.
All right, I'm gonna talk about my hat. It's cool.
All right.
So anyways, before my mood just got ruined, I was so happy the past week or so, but my mood just went sky high yesterday because Johnny Depp won his defamation case, right? All right.
I don't even think he won it. You know what's funny? I don't think anyone won. I think what we got out of this is that they're both abusive assholes. I think that's what people should really take away from this.
No, what we got
both of them are dickheads. And no one should care about this.
Is
allegedly.
What we got out of this, Pat, is us, the viewers, are extreme narcissists. That's what we got out of it.
That's true.
Explain.
As people.
How?
Okay.
Yeah.
We suck because you aren't fucking like this is what pissed me off is I saw about 1 million fucking posts yesterday about Johnny Depp winning his stupid case. And it's awesome, dude. It's sick. Johnny Depp, cool. I don't care. You're not rooting for Johnny Depp. These people are not rooting for Johnny. They're rooting for fucking Jack Sparrow. That's what the fuck they're rooting for. And it pisses me off because in their fucking mind, they are envisioning this is Pirates of the Caribbean fucking 4 or 5. I don't know how many Pirates of the Caribbean is. I never cared to watch one in my life because I don't give a fuck. Let's just say there's 3 pirates. Are there 3 Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, I think there's pretty sure. 5. Yeah.
There's 5.
Yeah.
They're remaking it too for Margot Robbie.
Okay, so let's just say this is the 6th because apparently people need a 6th one.
Mm-hmm.
This is their version of a 6th one. Okay, they have Johnny Depp, who is Jack Sparrow in a courtroom. They have Amber Heard, who's that fucking squid dude or whatever the hell in Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know what the villain is in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Davy Jones was one of them. Yeah, that's all because I think he was in the title. I haven't seen him either.
This is a movie for them. So they're not rooting for Johnny Depp. They don't give a fuck about Johnny Depp. They care about fucking Jack Sparrow. The only thing that would have made this better if he's hopping and skipping like he does in Pirates of the Caribbean in the courtroom, you know? So people are getting super excited. But dude, first of all, get over it. Okay. Get over your Disney obsession because it's gross at this point.
I will say this though, Johnny Depp and his team made a mockery of Amber Heard and her lawyer. Like Amber Heard's lawyers looked like goofballs in this trial. What happens
when you have limited resources? He's Johnny Depp.
She also fired her whole PR team before I think like either
because they obviously weren't on point. Maybe she should have been on TikTok. Her team should have been on TikTok slandering shit like everyone else.
But yeah, now originally she owed him like 15 mil in the defamation lawsuit, but it got knocked down to 13 because she won some kind of like $2 million counter lawsuit thing. Like she had a small victory in this. She still owes him a ton of money, but she had some small victory in this. But yeah, they're both, I mean, that was just an incredibly toxic, nightmarish relationship on both sides, it looked like.
And people want to make it about themselves. So they put this in their heart and now it affects them just as much as it affects Amber and Jonathan.
I mean,
he got a nomination for a fucking Oscar for this movie. What the fuck? Sorry.
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, the first one. He got nominated for Best Actor.
You know what? It was a big hit. Good for him.
I don't know why they made a movie over a fucking theme park ride. Like, imagine they made a movie about King the Cobb, bro. That's so fucking stupid.
I mean, to be fair, I think the movie came first.
No, it did it. It says it's based on a fucking theme ride.
No way.
I'm being serious. It's based on a theme ride.
Holy shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, this shit came out in 1967. Like,
wow, I did not. I thought the theme ride came after. That's crazy.
No, this is disgusting.
I've seen so many people post about it, and I see a lot of people. I saw one girl post the same story twice in a row, just a different background, but it's the same fucking tweet saying Amber Heard thought that she got like, or what the fuck was it? It was like she thought she
could kill Jack Sparrow or some shit.
She thought she could win against Jack Sparrow or some bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
She posted it, the same tweet twice, just in a different background. Did
you guys see the House Judiciary tweeted a GIF of Jack Sparrow after the verdict came out?
Like that's not normal. That's not normal stuff. Yeah. We are crumbling as a society so fucking hard.
Well, it's also just like people are fascinated with big trials. Like this was such a highly publicized thing that you're going to be fascinated.
That's great. But when you tune into that court case, the first thing you should not be thinking is, hey, it's Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp is an A-list, celebrity. He is an A-list actor.
I know that. I understand that. But I just think
Donnie Brasco.
It's very weird behavior to be this on top of Johnny Depp. Like it's very weird that you just randomly became like the biggest Johnny Depp supporter of all time in like a week. It's very weird. I saw a girl on TikTok go, is it just me or are we all going to pack out Johnny's first movie back? I'm going to make t-shirts for it. That's not normal behavior. That is vile behavior. I don't care who you support. Jonathan, I'm sure he's in the right here. I didn't pay one attention. I know he called her a fat pig at one point.
Jonathan.
He called her a fat pig at one point.
His name's just John.
Fucking roasted her. But if there was an audio tape of fucking Amber Heard calling him a fat pig, they'd be like, you don't know what men go through. They suffer so much and you don't understand. It killed me. I just need to get that off my chest, dude. It pissed me off.
Well, that's the thing too. Is there? I saw it a lot on Twitter. There were a lot of guys on Twitter seeing like, "See, women do it too," and it's like, this is not.
That's the worst.
It's not.
Remember that,
stop it. Not
that
the
account on Twitter. Was it Meninist or whatever? And they had like,
Meninist.
That was the worst fucking like 3 months of like.
Dude, my fucking freshman year of high school, all I did was like follow like Meninist and I Like Girls Daily.
I remember.
I Like Girls. That's a classic.
That dude going like
different, man. That page had like the most followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
That dude was going drunken tirades on Twitter saying he gets more money than all of us.
Did you guys ever follow like Puberty? Do you remember that page?
No.
Puberty. What? It was. It's probably still around. I don't think I followed
Puberty.
No, Puberty. Pubity. Yeah.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Puberty. It's like the same thing. Yeah.
No, I've never.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Phil Werrell. That's a good one that I've always.
Phil Werrell showed up back on the timeline randomly like 2 years ago. It made no sense.
Yeah,
because it was like it just showed up like Dory, Phil Werrell, common.
Dory was always a big one. Yeah.
Things black people like, things white people like. That shit. All those fucking. 2014 Twitter pages.
Yeah.
God.
Oh wait.
Funny pics
Phil
daily.
Werrell on Twitter. I thought you were talking about Instagram. I remember. Okay.
Fucking, you know that one account. It was Quagmire reaching into Cleveland's wife's cleavage for the fish or whatever. That one Family Guy episode. That was one of the accounts. Yeah, and the accounts just stole tweets from everybody, or just say the same tweet over and over.
There was that one Twitter account where it's like Johnny Depp owns Amber Heard, part 75. Stupid.
My favorite Twitter account is Did DaBaby do anything bad today?
That's a good one.
At the end of every day, they tweeted DaBaby did nothing bad today. And then if it goes for a week, it said DaBaby did nothing bad for a week straight. It's the best. That's like is today Ted Danson's birthday? Have you guys ever seen that? Just
it takes an insane amount of dedication to like keep those accounts going, where it's like the last time the Maple Leafs won a Stanley Cup or something. You got to constantly update the days. That takes a lot of.
No, you don't, because they have bots for that. Like they just have something that's automated and it tweets it.
Oh, that's not true, Pat.
It's very easy. It's actually extremely simple.
Okay, Pat,
you're a basic fucking broadcast.
You're bare feet in the mirror right now.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
That's great. I'm in my room. God forbid I'm not wearing socks.
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna wear my Angels hat now because you guys are.
The Angels are getting beat by the Yankees right now, badly. So
I'm gonna rock my LA teams. Okay. It's fine.
Oh.
I have shirts that match this.
That's fine. Yeah.
Next time I see you show up in just an all like powder blue outfit.
I have a powder blue sweater.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'll give it to you. I have one here. I can give it to him if you want.
All right.
Fucking loser.
All right. It's so hard for me to get new hats. I try to experiment with.
It's not hard for you to get a new hat.
What high school did you not go to? Are you okay?
You look Mike, no lie, you look a lot better. You look a lot better now.
Yeah, do I?
The matching works. Yeah, it does.
That actually it just helped you a lot.
Yeah.
You need a haircut though.
I need a haircut terribly.
Yeah.
I try not to get a haircut for like every like 2 months, but I'm on like a month and a week now, and I'm just like dying.
I'm the same way. I have to go like every month, or my hair
It's
just gets too much.
I'm not paying $30 a month for a haircut.
Oh, mine's only 16. 16
What?
cash only. Good.
No tip?
No tip.
Oh, tip. I give him a 20.
Okay.
Pay for the haircut. He gives me 4 singles back. I give him the 4 singles.
Why don't you tell him to keep it?
20 for a haircut.
It's the process. So this way, when I give him the
No. I just give him 25 and be like, you're good, and I walk out.
Because it's the whole.
It's
the
on
whole
card. What do you go?
exchange.
Fucking Great Clips?
No, I go to, I don't even know what it's called, but no, they have a thing. You put, I don't know. It's easier like that. They say, would you like a tip? I say, absolutely. It's just better than like trying to figure out if I have change on me. And then I have to be like, oh, actually I need $2 back. It's just like, here you go. Here's the money.
No, I just give him 25.
Yeah. So, I'm glad that I fixed my hat scenario. I changed for you guys. You know what it is? So it's like this part is pissing me off. Like the head shape.
Well,
maybe that's why. That's what it is. It's sticking out. Yeah.
It's sticking out.
That's probably why I thought that thing looked funny. Yeah, because it's not like
it's not morphed
more in as the other one. Yeah.
So how long did you have this hat? Like you just got to break it in.
I got it like 3 days ago.
Yeah, you just got to break it in. You'll be fine.
It's tough to break it in because now I miss this hat now.
Well,
Also, this one's a Velcro. Don't like Velcro hats.
Really?
It's kind of childish. Yeah.
It's a little childish.
I think now that my hair's short, my sides are short, some of my hats might fit me, but my head's just getting too big for hats.
AJ, like you never really were a hat guy.
Every once in a while, I'd wear.
You had that Under Armour hat that you had going for you.
And the Oswego trucker hat.
And the Oswego trucker hat. Very true. Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. I love to see the hairstyle.
Yeah, what group is DMX in? Were you there for that, Mike?
Yeah, I was there for that.
I still have the Under Armour hat. Yeah, it's right here. I'm not gonna pull it out because this whole thing will fall off. But
you know what's funny? That dude on TikTok made fun of Watland's wood paneling, and yet AJ.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Like even Molly in the same background.
Really? Yeah, I hate the wood paneling. I hate it.
Rip it off.
Then what? There's just gonna be nothing's gonna be there.
You hate it so much, and just take it off.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Would your parents be mad if you hired like a whole renovation guys to like redo your whole room?
Probably, yeah. I don't think they'd be happy.
It's your room, dude. It's your area. It's your space.
Yeah, it's my space.
Just space. Dude.
I have a caution sign on the door that says AJ's room, do not enter.
Is it really?
AJ's room, do not enter. I don't care. Don't
point.
Talk. Don't speak. I'm playing video games.
I did have a caution sign on my door at one point. I was like 9.
Yeah, I did too. I feel like this is it's a very like
common
boy thing to do.
Yeah. Now I have a WWE title belt up and a Scarface poster, and I'm happy.
It's not context. It makes you look like a fucking loser with that title belt up.
100%.
Anything that's put up in my room, I look like a gigantic loser. That's just
fine. Oh, you like Kobe, you fucking loser? You want to text him? No.
I happen to, I can't.
Everything hung up in our room is just shit that we had from college that we had to bring back. That's really it. Like if you look on top of my bookshelf, there's a bunch of shit, and my college degree is just sitting next to it. It's like, oh,
I haven't seen my college.
That's
I don't even know where mine is.
Why don't you have it?
I have it somewhere.
You don't have it in the. I have it in the thing. It's just hung up, not hung up. It's like laying up there.
It's somewhere in my house. I have no idea where.
Yeah,
I'm back into reading now, though. I'm back into reading.
Oh yeah, I try to, man. Some days I try to be a big reader, and it just.
Yeah, I read tweets, so that's enough.
No facts, dude.
You know.
Dude, I read the nutritional value of my food and I go, oh, dude, I need more because I'm such a foodie. I tried making a millennial joke there. It didn't work.
So Pat, earlier in the group chat, you said you got Warriors in 6.
Of course, easy money.
I'm
done betting. I'm calling.
What are you done betting? Grow up.
For now, I'm calling it a day.
Someone did you have money in the account or did you run out?
No, I have money, but I like the number I have because I'm going to Europe in a month. So that's like my money.
Are you going to sport?
Oh, okay. Yeah, smart. Yeah, smart.
Yeah. I'm done until after I come back from
No,
Europe.
AJ, but you don't understand.
But you can double it and get even more.
You can double it.
I have a lock for you right here.
There is a lock. And AJ, if you just put down $100, you're going to win back at least 200. I'm just saying you could easily
absolute lock the Lightning next game. They have not lost back-to-back playoff games since they got swept in 2019.
I'm telling you.
It's a lock. Double your money right now.
I have money in my FanDuel account, but I can't withdraw it because I'm in DC, correct?
I don't think that's how that works. When you're in Maryland. So too.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't place any bet. I don't know about
but am I allowed to withdraw money though?
You should be able to log in and withdraw it, yeah.
I might just keep it in there. So when I go back to New York, I'm just going to bet whatever money I have and just use that instead of withdrawing anything. Because I have money. Because I doubled my money. It's not a big deal that I doubled my money.
Yeah, you doubled $10.
I doubled 20, but okay.
Okay, my bad.
If we're gonna talk, Pat, if you want to talk numbers, we could talk numbers. Okay, I put 20 and I turned that into 40. Okay, and I had that. No, because I'm not fucking done yet. Okay, because I had that into 70. Okay, and then I accidentally bet $10 on James Harden to get a triple double because I thought it was a free bet, and I accidentally bet $10, and then I put 20 on something else. So I made loads of money off that White Sox Red Sox series a while back. I made more than your rent right now.
Yeah, my rent is $0, so I would hope so.
I made more than your rent. I made about 0.001% of my rent off that.
I can't wait for that to become like, finance bro jokes. I can't wait for there to be betting bro jokes. Can't wait. Hasn't started yet.
That has started. It's on TikTok. People make fun of people who bet all the time. It's a very common joke. What do you mean? Like when the people show up, like the jokes was like, oh, if these guys don't win, they're gonna show up my house. They'll like put a picture of Paulie and Sil, and they'll be like, oh, these guys are showing up my house.
Okay.
Also, Luke made a joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Our friend Luke made a joke about his bookie gonna break his knees on Twitter. So like,
oh, he did.
We've seen, yeah.
I'm taking a break from betting. When I come back from Europe, start betting again. Get back into the game.
Every time I run out of money, I'm like, all right, once I run out of money, I'm done. Then I win. I'm like, oh, I guess I can keep going. That's basically
I wish it was legal in like where my parents live now in South Carolina, because what I would do is I would take my mom's phone and download FanDuel and then like get like her bank information and put her money into it, but she wouldn't know because I have her phone, and then use her money because my money, it's just annoying after a while.
Yeah, it's a hinder to your lifestyle.
What was that?
I said it was a hinder to your lifestyle.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm really glad though it's not legal where I am, because it'd be a lot worse.
It's going to be soon, I'm pretty sure.
But AJ, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get at is that it's like you're only allowed to bet big during championship sport games, and NBA Finals is right here, so you have 7 times to bet really big, and you're not doing that. 4 times minimum.
When I was driving to Boston a few weeks ago, one of my friends, as we were driving through Connecticut, there's some sports book that's not legal in like New York or New Jersey, but it's legal in Connecticut. I forget the name. He tried making an account to bet on like during the 3-hour part of the drive where we're in Connecticut. He was entering, in the middle of the car ride.
That's smart. That's so smart.
All his information didn't work out because he couldn't get the account verified in time.
I did that when I was driving up last week when I cut through Pennsylvania. I was making bets, like I would go into Pennsylvania for a rest stop, make a quick bet, then keep going home.
But when's the next time this kid's going to be in Connecticut? It's not. It's only legal in Connecticut. It's not like FanDuel where it's legal in, for legal sports books. FanDuel, I think, is the biggest one. FanDuel and DraftKings. It's illegal in the most states.
Was your friend who did it? Was it Ethan?
I will not say the name.
Okay, it was definitely Ethan.
I know. It's not Ethan. I know
no, I'll say no. Ethan, we were going to see him.
To see. I know who it was.
It was definitely Ethan because he thought that Pat, whatever his name is, something Schultz, Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz.
That's weird behavior.
Yeah, I don't know who he was talking about in the pictures.
He's obviously talking about Mike.
Schultz? No,
he saw a tall, skinny, and white guy. So he
that looks nothing like Andrew Schultz.
I look more like Chris Stefano.
Dude, yeah, how's Chris Stefano doing, AJ? Would you know?
He seems like he's doing pretty well. He's got a Netflix special. It's doing well.
Oh, really? I never heard of it.
Called like Speshy Weshy.
Speshy Weshy.
That guy, dude. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too far with age about Chris Stefano at the moment, but
I remember one time you guys got to argue about Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, because he
and
said
after like a minute, I could tell Mike was
just
like egging it on. AJ kept going. Mike was just no. He just sounds like him.
But I said he looked like I said that Rob Manfred sounded like him, right?
Yeah. When he the World Series, the feedback was in his ear. He was like, "Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers."
Very drunk.
You just had feedback in your ear. Yo, is he okay? Is he having a stroke?
That happened after I had my ass surgery. That happened a couple of weeks ago. Then my friends wanted to get me like a get well soon, Ralph's, like the ISIS. So they said
ISIS.
Time out.
Like a terrorist?
ISIS? You mean ISIS?
ISIS, yeah.
No, you're still saying it.
Italian ice.
Yes.
Just say ice.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. It's not ISIS. Ice is water.
ISIS. I don't know.
No, Italian ISIS. You have to say. Don't say ISIS, bro. ISIS fell off hard. Let me tell you that.
There's a joke like that where it's like why wouldn't the Italian army be a terrorist group because they would be known as the Italian ISIS? That's a joke that I remember recalling back in the day.
But they completely I hook, line, and sinker. They baited me into an argument because one of my friends said his favorite flavor is just vanilla, and I was like, "Fucking vanilla!" And I just went back and
there's
forth.
also thing as vanilla Italian ice.
And then they said, "Well, AJ, what's your favorite flavor?" And I said spumoni. And then they showed up like 20 minutes later at my house with spumoni.
What's spumoni?
Oh, it's delicious. It's 3 flavors in one. It's chocolate, pistachio, cream, and nuts. It's amazing.
That doesn't sound good. I'm sorry.
Mike, you don't know what you're missing. It's so good.
Do you know what flavor of Italian ice that I don't understand why people like?
Which one?
What was that, Pat?
They said I'm looking at the picture.
Vanilla chip.
Vanilla
nothing.
chip?
It's just very bland. Nothing against.
It doesn't sound good for me. I'm a big bubblegum guy.
Okay.
Huge rainbow guy.
Are we talking about ice cream? Or are we talking about ice cream or Italian ice?
I'm talking about Italian ice. AJ's talking.
I didn't know you had all these flavors for Italian ice. I thought it was just like raspberry, the yellow
cherry
one.
Cola. That's also a fantastic. Well, Ralph's has like a million flavors.
Yeah, Ralph's has like 40, 50 flavors.
Ralph's. I live in Newburgh.
Yeah, Ralph's was like a big thing when it was like in May, and it was like,
we have Rita's.
Ralph's.
Same thing.
Shit about
Rita's,
dude.
It's I don't like Rita's, but it's the same kind of stuff.
Rita's is closed.
Pat would get so hyped in May because Baskin Robbins would open. He's like, "Oh, bro, it's sick. They have 41 different flavors."
I think it's like 25.
31.
It's 31.
31.
Okay, no one. There's no no. Fuck you. I don't go to Baskin Robbins. There's a Dairy Queen and a Stewart's next to my house. I'm a big Stewart's.
Yeah, no, I love Stewart's too, where I can get a fucking microwave cheeseburger and a milkshake. I love Stewart's too.
That's so on point. It's like fucking Fast Track last week where people just get the pizza. Like, why are you eating that?
Yeah. I love going to Stewart's because I like to get gas and spill it over my pants. Like, boy, I need a milkshake now. I need a milkshake, and then someone who is behind the counter does not want to make one at the time, and they're like, I will put this cheeseburger in the microwave for 2 minutes, and that's what you're getting.
Bro, could you imagine walking out of a gas station? You walk out with a milkshake and a cheddar cheese hot dog, like what, out of a gas station?
Dude, it's like, it's disgusting.
No, they have the root beer. Is that Stewart's?
The root beer float or just root beer?
No, like their own brand of root beer.
They might. They have a lot. They have their own brand of soda.
Oh, okay. It's the same.
I
didn't know.
Soda
2 different companies.
Sounds like that's gonna kill me in 72 hours.
That's not, I don't know. I don't drink it.
Stewart. If you say you had Stewart soda, it's like I'm gonna make a Breaking Bad joke that Pat, you're probably not gonna get yet, but AJ's gonna get. It's like the ricin, AJ.
Yeah,
I just got to that episode.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
They were just talking about it. It's episode 1 of season 2.
Stewart,
No,
like,
that happened
they're doing something with Ricin right now.
He wants to summon Ricin because he wants to kill off like Crazy 8.
Tuco.
Oh, Tuco.
Oh,
Crazy 8's dead, brother. He choked him out.
Stewart soda reminds me of
later.
Ricin, where if like I drink it, I'll be dead in 72 hours, and like no one's gonna know why.
Ricin?
No, Stewart soda.
Oh, I mean, not gonna kill you.
It might kill me.
You never know. If we're on the topic of gas stations, bro, like the people who hang out at gas stations at night are very weird. Like I stopped to go get gas a couple weeks ago, and there was like 10 people out there, all dapping each other up. It's 11 o'clock at night. They're all just like having the time. And I was like, "What are you guys doing right now?" And then the other night we went to Quick Check, and I felt bad for those. There was 2 people working at Quick Check. It was like at midnight, and this one dude had to make like 4 sandwiches by himself. We were there for like 30 minutes. I didn't order anything. I'm with the guy, but I was like, damn, bro, you guys are really gonna make a sandwich right now? He's only.
I love Pat Stewart's, the ones by his house. That one's awesome.
Stewart's. I was just there the other day buying my sister ice cream.
It just sucked though, because I had to get through his gated fence to get through Stewart's.
Oh my god, shut the hell
up. But okay, here's my complaint about gas stations though. What mayor was so against like the big gulp?
Bloomberg.
But yet he was like fine with them making pizza.
7-Eleven is still a convenience store.
There was something with like you couldn't have larger than like 16 ounces for.
Oh, and I get that. That's fine. It's unhealthy. But yet,
what's
like
the pizza thing?
Going to gas station.
No, he said, yeah, but like 7-Eleven is a convenience store. It doesn't always have to have a gas station next to it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's disgusting.
It's kind of like Quick Check. Like you can get a lot of. It's one of those bigger, like a Wawa or or that shit. It's different. It's not just a gas station.
7-Eleven.
It's not like if you're getting pizza at like a Sunoco, it's different.
Disgusting. Tyler was always big on like, dude, fucking Fast Track had like mad good pizza. I'm like, shut up, dude. It's not good.
There's no thing as good pizza in Oswego, New York. I'll say that right now.
I'm definitely also. I'm sorry. I'm not like getting a
Little Caesars might be the best pizza.
And looking at pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, I was never tempted to try the Fast Track.
I was in there to buy my alcohol, my Gatorade, and dip.
Yeah.
Buy my Pedialyte and just fucking dip, dude. Because
I am kind of curious. I'm never gonna try it. Let me preface it with that. I'll never try it. But I am kind of curious what the wings taste like at 7-Eleven.
That's how they hook you in, AJ.
I didn't even know 7-Eleven had
how wings. They hook you.
I've been there to buy beer, and they have like in the hot section, like on the little rollers, they just keep rolling around.
Yeah, I know.
They have that at what's it called too in Oswego, the Burn Dairy.
Oh yeah,
they have all that like fucking hot shit. It's like,
this is how they really.
I saw someone get a whole pie once from there. I was disgusted. I think it was
Yeah, they go to Burn Dairy. They get a whole pie.
It might have been the day that what's it called? It was the wedding. So me and Mike were up there. It might have been that day. We were at Burn Dairy buying like alcohol or some shit, and I feel like they were just what's it called? Someone bought a whole pizza that night. It was weird.
Yeah, they probably got a whole pizza and like filled their glass jug up with fucking milk.
Tell you what, Wawa.
Wawa is amazing. I will never.
And Quick Check, good sandwiches.
I love some Quick Check sandwiches.
But this is how they get you guys. Like you go into the gas, not me. I'm not grouping myself with you guys because I'm way smarter than you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys walk in a gas station and you're like, oh yuck, that's disgusting. Look at the wings. But like I low-key want to try it for the joke. And that's how they reel you in. Is that they put it in the front of the desk so you could take a little picture of it, put it on your Snapchats, and then you buy it for the joke, and then you get hooked in it because it's mad good. So
do you think that's how that works? It's like a Jedi mind trick.
Works, dude. Yes, because no sane person is gonna legitimately get that until they eat it as a joke, and then it becomes an addiction. I refuse to eat anything that's like, if anything hot at a gas station, I'm not eating it.
Yeah, I'd rather just get like the bag of chips.
You have to get a bag. You can't even get the frozen.
Don't forget the bag.
Sorry. I will never get like frozen food there either. It won't happen.
You won't buy a Hot Pocket at a gas station?
No, I will never. Ever.
I've gotten like at 7-Eleven before. I've gotten like the muffins and the croissants kind of. So I've done that.
Yeah, I could pass that.
That's fair. I feel like.
I could pass it.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've gotten like a corn muffin.
I feel like 7-Eleven, Quick Check, Wawa, they all land in that same category.
Yeah,
like, get shit there.
Yeah, you have to get room
If it's an actual building, it's like a big building that has like, and it's not like 3 aisles of this shit. Then you can
If someone is not trying to make bootleg meth in the fucking can aisle, then I'm okay with it.
If they have more than one employee working there, I think it's valid. You know what I mean?
I know that's like those rest stops where it's like a Dunkin' Donuts, a Subway, and a convenience store, and they got one person doing all 3.
It's like, what the hell is going on here? How are you making the donuts?
And one of them happens to be a Baskin Robbins, and Pat's the only customer there.
What is this narrative? This is crazy.
You don't have Ralph, so your next big thing is like Baskin Robbins.
That's like 2 different things. Like we had
I can see Pat making the argument, dude. Ice and ice cream is the same thing. I could just go to Baskin Robbins and get it.
No, they're not the same thing. I know Italian ice and ice cream are 2 different things.
You don't have a Ralph, so you don't know what you're talking.
I know. Yeah. Okay. I guess I don't. I guess I don't. I don't know anything.
Oh, he's not a city kid, dude.
Frozen fucking water.
He does not know that when you walk into a good fucking bodega, there's gonna be dead cats everywhere, bro. That's just how that shit works, dog.
That's how you know the food is good.
That's how you know the food is good. I fucking hate that place.
Speaking of, I've tweeted this before. The food will be good if it's a cash only place. That is like a tried and true statement. Cash only, whatever you're getting.
I don't know. If you're a cash only place, you might need to go fuck yourself because like it's 2022. Grow the fuck up. I don't know. You think I have $10 around me right now? I think I've had $3 in my wallet since I left Oswego.
Yeah, honest to God. This isn't like 10 years ago, dude. We have cars. When I'm at work and someone tries to hand me their card, I get mad. And like, when's the last time you weren't in your car getting a fucking Big Mac and you handed someone your card to pay for something? Honest to God, they just put it in the thing, and then they don't know how to put it in the thing. Like, oh, they put it in the wrong way. Like, we've been doing this for 6 years now. It says please remove card. They'd be like, you can take it out. I'm like, I hate people aren't smart, is what I'm saying.
I like having Apple Pay. It makes me feel more important when I have cash on me.
Oh, you're not. No offense.
It really does though. Like when I go and get cash from an ATM, always makes me feel more important.
No, it makes me feel like I have a target on my back now.
It makes me feel I'm gonna go waste it all giving tips to a bartender.
Yeah, that sounds like some AJ.
Thank you.
That's why I lost all my money. I just kept telling the bartender, yeah, just keep it, and I ran out of money. I got tired. I didn't want to count it all up. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, keep it. Let's give him like $10. I'm like, shit.
I try to tip as nice as possible.
I do too. It's just
I'll be honest. In bars, I'm not a good tipper at bars. I'm not.
I'm a great tipper at restaurants.
Haircuts, I give good tips. Delivery people, I give great tips to always because I felt so bad. I got a pizza delivered here, and the dude like came. It was normal time, and he goes, "I'm sorry it took so long." I'm like, dude, fucking relax. It's okay. I'm playing Fortnite right now. All right, he felt bad, so give him a good tip. I feel bad for this. I feel bad that like I don't want them worrying that like I'm gonna freak out at them.
Yeah. No, I'm usually a pretty good tipper across the board. I'm good.
Half of you, somewhat.
Yeah, just always every Tuesday. She walked into class. I was like, pay for that coffee. That's okay.
You're welcome. What? You're fucking welcome for that Dunkin'.
Oh man.
Speaking of Dunkin', Mike, did you go to the nice Dunkin' in Oswego when you were there?
Yes.
They were on some fuck shit that whole week.
Oh my God, I was insane.
I think me and AJ went all 3 days, and like they didn't have a donut until the day we left.
Yeah,
no, they got the donut. It was like this fucking big.
It was like 2 munchkins put together, the size of the donut.
Have you guys ever went? Is there a thing by you guys, Einstein Bagel Bros? Is that like I think it's a chain, I think. Have you guys ever heard of that?
I don't think it's by me, but I've heard of it.
Okay. It's the same thing as I had this Einstein Bagels Bros by me, and I went to it for the first time, and I was pretty excited because like I'm like, all right, it's it's the same thing as Dunkin' that really got me because I paid $8 for a Beck, and it's the same thing. Ooh. I was so angry. But no, I stopped going to Dunkin'. I usually stop going to Dunkin' Donuts where they curse me out for looking at them. So I don't go to the other. I just won't go to that Dunkin'. Well, I'm never going to be in Oswego ever again. But
I remember it was It was the Saturday. Me and Pat went. We pulled up. We asked if they had any more donuts today, and the girl working the drive-thru goes, Mother's Day. The donuts are also that it's the day before Mother's Day. What do you mean the celebrating Mother's Day a day early with donuts? That's a rough look.
I want to go to delis where they sell day-old bagels for half price.
Just go to any deli like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when they're closing up. That's what they'll give you like a dozen bagels for half price.
I saw there's a guy on TikTok who always records himself buying like day-old bagels for half price. And he goes, well, why can't I get today's bagels for half price if I'm just going to eat them tomorrow? It's such a good joke. Every time he says it every time. And it's funnier every time.
That's like pizza places will do that too. If you go to a pizza place at like 10 o'clock at night, right before they close, they'll give you pinwheels, garlic knots. They'll just give you whatever.
You're also an asshole if you go to a restaurant right before it closes.
You are, but sometimes that happens. What can you do?
I could just kick you out and we don't get anything.
But look, you get extra food. That happens a lot. Like if you close at 10, go at 9:45, you'll walk out of there with an extra pie, 2 extra pinwheels, a dozen garlic knots.
An extra pie.
Just gotta
give you anything. They're just giving you free pizza?
Yeah, they gotta throw it out otherwise. They'll just give it to you.
Maybe they're gonna give it to like a starving employee. Ever thought of that?
Starving employee. Dude, if I work at a pizza place, I'm never gonna want pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be terrible if I worked at a pizza place.
No, it'd be awesome for the first month, and then I would just get so tired of being around it.
I would. My dad was a pizza delivery driver for a weekend when he was like 20, and he came home every night with a big one of the big baguettes, just multiple pies of pizza. He said it was great.
You said every day, but it was for 2 days. He was
You said one weekend.
Okay. So just excuse me. Oh my
God.
God.
I was just making sure. I was making sure you didn't misspoke. Maybe he was on the weekends or some shit.
It was just sad. It was literally a weekend.
He just did it the 4th. He just did it 4th of July week.
We've all had jobs that we didn't last very long in.
No, not really.
Hey, you ever have a job that you just quit in a day or two?
No, I've only had 3 jobs in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
I can name a couple jobs.
This is the longest though I've been at a job.
Jesus Christ, fucking. My TV's going off.
I've had
summer tornado time.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's a thunderstorm. It's supposed to rain, dude. So I gotta.
It rained over here for 20 minutes earlier.
It's It's drizzling here right now.
What do we got? We're
getting another 90-degree day.
It's gonna rain, but it's not gonna rain when I leave, so I'm fine.
90-degree days are the worst.
That was horrible. What was it on Sunday or whatever? It was a couple days ago. It was bad. It was Monday and Tuesday.
Rough.
It was fucking nasty.
No, but there have been a few jobs that I quit pretty fast.
Like what?
I just want to count Postmates. I was a Postmates driver for a week in college. I just did to make some money during spring break, made about $50, did a bunch of deliveries, nobody tipped. So I just did that for a week. I was an LA Fitness lifeguard for 2 days. And then I just stopped doing it. I'm not going to say the last one because that's, the job I came for. And none of them lasted very long either, but
you're there for a couple months at least.
I'm there for 2 months.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I don't know. I feel like I have this thing in my head where if I'm at a job, I have to stay for it for a specific amount of time or else it was a
waste of time.
A little bit of a waste. But yeah, those are the couple. I was dying for a job when I was 16 for some reason. I really wanted a job.
Did you guys work? Would you guys only have summer jobs, or did you guys work during the school year?
Summer jobs.
I didn't work at all until the summer before senior year, and then that was college, and then what was it called? I didn't work the summer before college. Actually, that was probably a huge mistake. I was very broke, but
I didn't
work the summer before college. I worked at Big Lots after freshman and sophomore year.
I made $9 an hour my first job.
One of my friends still he lives in Florida. He still only makes $9 an hour. It's fucking hilarious.
My first job was a camp counselor. Summer of 2015. I made $650 for the entire summer. 8 weeks of camp.
That sounds awful.
Wait, what?
But like to you, that's an amazing amount of money though. Like as a 15,
it was great at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's like half my paycheck. No flex.
Yeah. But you also get tips at the end of the, so you could make an extra. You could do all right. Like one summer, I made an extra. My last summer working as a cam counselor, I made an extra like $1,100 just in tips.
This is from the parents, right? They just tip you for watching their kids for a summer. That's funny as well.
That cash lasted me through the fall semester of senior year. Because I had that job
of high school?
No, college. That I had that summer where I made the extra 1,100 in tips.
You worked the summer of COVID?
No. So what I'm saying is I got those.
Oh, you got it for that. It lasted you that long. Oh,
I got those tips the summer of 2019, right before junior year.
Yeah.
It lasted me through like Thanksgiving senior year.
Dude,
that's pretty impressive.
When
I didn't expect it to last that long, but I made it work.
When I walked into SUNY Oswego, we'll talk numbers. I walked into that school with $1,600 in my bank account.
I think I worked in with like $400 in my bank account.
I walked out for winter break with $300 in my bank account. I spent $1,300 in that whole semester.
Yeah, that happened to me too. Yeah.
I think when you're living on campus, it was like, for me, I didn't have to spend that much money. I felt like
it was all. I spent so much money.
I didn't go out until sophomore year. So because like junior, I know here's the thing about the COVID semester. Honest to God, if we did what we were doing for another month, I would have been broke. So COVID kind of saved me on that one. I hadn't, because I didn't work that winter break, so I really had no money. I was like, oh shit. Like by the time I got home, I had no money. And I banked on that money until like June. I just had that much money in my account until June. I was just chilling because I wasn't doing anything. I didn't pay for gas, food. It was pretty easy.
Yeah, I had. Well, yeah. Also, before we left senior year, like I had no money.
Oh, by the time what's it called? By the time we left in July,
I had to leave.
Yeah, like the best thing that could have happened is I got a job within 2 weeks.
Yeah, same thing.
I was so broke. I had like $100 in my bank account. And I owed people money for fantasy football at the same time. It was rough.
Yep, it was insane.
I think I had to borrow money from my sister to pay for one of my fantasy football leagues.
I'm trying. I don't remember what a year ago what my bank account was like. I think it was all right. It wasn't too bad.
The only thing now is just that I have money to pay rent, but like that's it.
And cable.
And hats.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you guys. Okay, I have a little bit of money.
Change the hat?
I changed that because I get self-conscious sometimes. Okay. I feel myself with this hat on. Okay. It's going to take me a little bit to feel myself in the other hat. I break it in sometimes. I go on nice little walks. I break it in. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh yeah. The cable bill and whatnot. Yeah. It's great. Oh, I also have another dentist appointment tomorrow.
Oh my, why?
Get the third crown finished. No. He did say he has to go back like 3 more times.
Yeah, I have to probably go back 2 more times. So tomorrow, and
I do have to go to the dentist as well. Actually,
I do too.
Like every time I eat something cold, the back of my fucking mouth hurts. So it's not good. Like I can't eat ice cream without like being in very much pain.
Oh yeah, no, that I've lived with that for years. It's
I can't do.
You just get kind of used to it after a while. But I've had shitty teeth for as long as I can remember. No, I got to get my third crown in. I got 2 crowns in last time, and I had the most severe pain I've ever had with the toothache. And then my dentist made fun of me for having it.
What'd he say?
I was in insane pain, dude. I was eating ibuprofen like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was having more than.
You need some Perkies, bro.
I was having more than 6 a day.
6 Advil a day?
6 ibuprofen.
That's what Advil is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Advil's the brand name. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was having a lot because I was waking up in intense pain, and I called him and I was like, "Hey, I'm having a lot of pain," and he was just like, "All right, you can come in. I'll take a look." And then he just like did nothing, and then it stopped after that. I'll be honest. And then he was like, "Oh, you're freaking out a little bit there, huh? You're freaking out." And I was like, "No shit, dude. It hurt."
Yeah. After last week, after I had the surgery. I didn't get to speak to the surgeon after, which was they just got me like, I was in 2 different recovery rooms after the surgery. And in each recovery room, I asked a nurse or like whoever was near me, like what they do during the surgery, how to go, and they were like, we're the recovery room nurses. We have no idea. The guy, I having a follow-up with him on Monday, but he never came to talk to me after the surgery because like he didn't know really what he had to do for the surgery until like he knocked me out.
AJ, to be very honest though, like I wouldn't want to
there.
talk to you either after doing surgery on your ass.
He's a surgeon.
He's a doctor, Mike. Yeah. That's their fucking thing.
That's their job.
Sometimes
I didn't be intubated during the surgery. It was a whole thing.
Sometimes
what does that mean?
Where they shoved the thing down your throat so you could breathe. Because I had the surgery, I had to lay on my stomach for the surgery.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
So I was on my back. I laid down in the operating room on the table. Then the anesthesiologist went, all right, I'm going to hook you up to all the machines now. And all of a sudden, ropes just started being black ropes just started being thrown all over my body. Then I was out. So that means they used the ropes to flip me, intubate me, and then flip me over. So they could
did they shave your ass?
The left ass cheek, yes, they did.
I just didn't.
Just making sure.
The left ass.
Imagine this sin. This dick's mad small. That'd be crazy.
I would.
They have a bunch of fucking college like medical students there. It's like, what the fuck, yo.
I'm not even kidding. Because operating tables, they're so small. I didn't fit on it. They had like 7 or 8 nurses in there to flip me over. But yeah, he didn't come. They didn't have any answers for me after the surgery. I didn't get to talk. He never came to. He showed up late for the surgery. That was he showed up late. Like the 2 of the nurses that were in the operating room with him came to see me, and they were like, "Okay, we'll be back when he comes." They came back.
Fucking
10 minutes
hired fucking
like,
Saul Goodman to do the surgery.
They came back like a half hour later. They're like, "He's not here yet." I'm like, "No, he never came to speak to me." And then I heard 2 other nurses saying, "Yeah, he's running late. We don't know why." He comes into the waiting room I'm in, and he goes, You're the this surgery, right? And I went, yeah. Like, shouldn't he know what surgery he's about to do? I was the first surgery of the day. You should.
Like when you're a doctor, man, you just know your shit. You could just do everything offhand.
And then like he took a look at like my form or whatever and was like, oh yeah. And then was like, okay. And then 20 minutes later, I was out cold.
I love that feeling though. I like that feeling how they just knock you out and you just don't know.
You just don't, but then you wake up and it's like a bad hangover, which I mean, you get through it. But yeah,
a little bit. But I mean, it's not my
I've handled my share of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat's thrown up in his lap before.
Have I?
I don't know. I just think it was fun. He did. Remember when Wyland threw up in the sink and he clogged it up?
AJ did it too.
I did it too. My sink was fucked up for months after that.
I don't know why you guys ever thought throwing up in a sink would be like a viable option.
I would never.
It wasn't a wise choice.
It's easier to throw up. It's easier to throw up in the toilet because you don't have to be standing up.
Yeah,
you're gonna be on your knees fighting for your life.
I'm an expert at that shit, man.
But before I threw up in the sink, I passed out on the toilet and then woke up, stood up, and threw up in the sink. That was fun.
Classic.
Moving in this, I got like, obviously a little anxious, but I finally broke it in this apartment when I threw up in it for the first time.
Oh, that's good.
So I felt better then.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good, but the thing is, when you own an apartment that you have to pay water for, like even when you're drunk, you flush the toilet and like shit, that's gonna be
yeah.
My dad has made me a cheap fuck, and it's good. Like we make fun of our dads for like if we turn the heat up, like, oh my god,
yeah, turning the AC on,
turning the AC on before June.
That does go through your head. Like when I'm washing dishes, I will wet the dish, turn it off, scrub it, wet it, and then that's it.
That's fair.
My brother was here. He said, "Oh, I'll wash the dishes for you. No worries." I'm sleeping because he was about to leave, but like he wanted to wash dishes. In the back of my mind, I'm like, he hasn't turned the sink off. Why hasn't he turned the sink off? And he's just washing dishes, but the thing that the whole time it's on.
Yeah.
I'm like, same thing when Tyler visited. He's brushing his teeth, but the sink's still on. I'm like, you could turn it off. You're brushing your teeth. You don't have to. You could turn the sink off and brush your teeth.
Don't most like apartments pay for your water bill? Like you're the one apartment that makes you pay for the water bill.
I mean, I don't pay electricity or gas, so I'll pay water.
I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay that for most apartments.
Tyler, Wyland has to pay all 3.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. He's paid $4 more and it's $2.
Pay $4 more.
Sorry, that was rude.
Very rude. I was trying to thunder out here, man.
Oh, yeah. It was torrential here last night. It was bad.
It was raining for a little bit yesterday. I think. Wait, what? Yeah. Last night for like 10 minutes when I went to pick up my sister and came back, it started downpouring. But that's really
no. Pat made a trip all the way to Boston.
No lie, the drive to Boston isn't that hard. Like going through Connecticut, that was Connecticut is not that big. Didn't think.
See, I didn't think.
It's a fat. Okay, it's 3 hours, but it's a very fast 3 hours. That makes sense.
I was gonna say I would have thought it was way shorter going through Connecticut. I was not expecting it to be a 3-hour drive through Connecticut.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like 3 hours. So, you know?
Oh no, it did.
I was in Hartford, and then from Hartford to Danbury, did not feel that far. Also, everything in Connecticut, it's something berry. Apparently, there was Waterbury, Northbury, South.
I noticed that too. Yeah.
What the fuck is this? This is stupid. All right.
Facts.
All right, you guys want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap.
Mike, how's Truth going?
Let's see what the last thing I really put up there.
I saw it. If like you were to retweet something, it's called retruth.
Retruths. It's kind of hard. It's not really cool to say off the tongue, like retruth. Doesn't sound good.
It's not easy.
I lose followers a lot, which I'm really pissed about.
How many followers do you have?
I have 2 now, but like I got as many up as to 10. And then I'm not following anybody. I just kind of repost on like Babel and B or like Donald Trump stuff. Like I'll ask Donald Trump if, like I'll go into Donald Trump's post, but does anyone have any cool Fauci NFTs that I could have? Or I would say things like
have you updated the rest of the, I guess you would call them truthers, as to the whereabouts of your wife's boyfriend?
Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful wife and her lovely boyfriend. We're making his famous homemade lasagna, like shit, like just the weird.
It'd be funnier for Mother's Day if you said that my beautiful wife and her girlfriend. That would be funnier because they're both mothers.
Oh yeah, that would be good. That would have been good.
Well, Mike's got a new thing now that his mom threw him down the stairs.
Oh yeah, my favorite. No, I changed my when I want to go into like demon mode on TikTok, I'll change my name to anonymous because I'm not telling anybody.
Hey, Reinhardt.
God forbid people know. But I'll go on TikTok and like people be like, I go on videos where it's like only 90s babies get this and it's something stupid, and I'll go like facts. Dude, I used to do this before my mom would throw me down the stairs. I would just say dumb shit like that. Also like anything like Angel Hernandez related, like people are like, I would tag people. I would tag Luke and stuff and be like, dude, I totally get this because Angel Hernandez gets calls wrong all the time. And then my mom threw me down the fucking stairs. I just say shit like dumb shit like that.
Have you mentioned Deuce and Domino yet? The greatest WWE tag.
No, I will. I mentioned Deuce and Domino one time, and the guy fucking accused me of clout chasing. It's like a weird fucking thing ever. So that was what I used to do on TikTok when I first got on. I would go on wrestling TikTok and say Deuce and Domino were the best. And some guy was like, "Motherfuckers do anything for clout these days." Like, I know, dude. I'm selling my soul to say Deuce and Domino. It's so good to piss people off on there.
Pat, what do you got going on?
Fucking fine now.
Yeah, same.
Fruits and veggies, Pat?
Yeah, I'm gonna slap you. It's a good shirt, bro.
I'm gonna fight you.
Also, they're not fucking vegetables. It's fruits. Well, most of it's fruit. Is an apple, a banana, and an orange. Those are fruits.
Well, actually, banana's like a berry.
All right, send this shit before I kill
you. All right, fellas. All right, everyone. We'll catch you guys next week.